Hey, what's up, Lightbolt Joe here. Today we are going to discuss the brand new 2021 feature film, live action feature film, Clifford the Big Red Dog. So, this was pretty awesome. Darby, I forget her last name. She plays Kate in the Christmas Chronicle movies. She plays Mary Elizabeth Howard in this film. The owner of Clifford the Big Red Dog, John Debney, I think that's his name. He's the composer for this. And I'm watching the movie and I'm like, why do I know this music? Why do I know this kind of score? He's done so many films that I love. So it made sense why I would love this film. Score is very important with a movie. It can make or break a film, and this definitely made the film as well. So this takes place in a matter of 3 days. So awesome. Um, Emily Elizabeth and her uncle Casey are together because her mom is off on a business trip, and he's supposed to take her to school, but they wind up going to this animal rescue tent in a park across from her school, and they meet a baby, puppy of a tiny little red puppy who's a golden retriever, but he's red. And John Cleese is this guy who's, trying to get the dog adopted, but then um, Casey says, no, we can't have, animals in the building, and otherwise they'd get evicted. So it's this whole thing, but then it winds up that Clifford winds up in her backpack, and she eventually names him Clifford. And then she makes a wish that she and him could be big and tough and strong. That way nobody will treat them any different for standing out all the time. And then her magical tears make him big overnight, and then all chaos ensues, and then this gigantic 10-foot big red dog is, causing chaos throughout the streets of Manhattan, primarily on the upper side in Harlem. So it's just chaos, and it's fun, and it's slapstick humor throughout, and you have this evil CEO trying to claim that Clifford is actually his dog, grown in his genetics lab. But it is not. And there's a whole big reveal at the end. Emily makes a speech at the end, and the day is saved. It was so entertaining. It was very quick, hour and a half long film. I expected little things from. I didn't expect all that much from this, to be completely honest, because a lot of live action stuff has been butchered, but this worked really well. I love stories of what can happen in a day. Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day is one of my all-time favorite films, let alone one of my favorite examples of what can happen in a day. Yes, this technically takes place over a 3-day time period, but it goes so quick it feels like it's in a day. What can happen in a day? What can happen in a day? I love it. Love the concept. Love this movie. Super cool. My aunt, she absolutely loved Clifford, and she would have absolutely loved this film. She loved the cartoon. She had thousands and thousands of Clifford books, and she definitely would have loved this film. So to that, mucho mahalo.